You are watching Bodywork Lotion Making, an online continuing education course by Waynesville Wellness. For other online as well as in-person courses, please visit CEUSeminars.org. The first thing about this course specifically I would like to discuss is actually a disclaimer. The goal or purpose of this course is to teach you everything you need to know to be able to make your own bodywork lotions and creams. This course is not designed to teach you how to make and sell lotions or creams commercially. The retail sale of any lotion or cream is subject not only to good manufacturing process laws, which are quite involved, but also labeling laws. Both good manufacturing process law and labeling laws are outside the scope of this particular class. This is not a manufacturing class. Next, I would like to talk about why I choose to make my own lotion and why you might want to. When I first got out of school, the only experience I really had was with a product called Posamon. Our school, in the Tweenaw class, used it exclusively. Posamon is a medicated oil. They've infused herbs into a base oil. It is very smelly, includes a lot of menthol, very expensive, has a red color which can stain fabrics and skin, and in general is very thin and not particularly well suited to a lot of bodywork. Having no other experience, after graduating, I began to experiment, and I ordered a bunch of different creams and lotions to try out in my practice. I settled on a favorite. This was Biotone's dual-purpose cream. I really liked the thickness, the workability, the amount of glide it gave me. It was very easy to use in these refillable tubes, like you see in the slide above. However, after using it for about 1 year, I sat down one day and I was reading the label, including the ingredients. Down near the bottom of the list of these ingredients was something called germol. I had never heard of germol before, but the name intrigued me and scared me a little bit. It made sense that it was some sort of disinfectant or preservative because they included the word germ in it. So I did some research. I discovered that its material safety data sheet listed it as a surface disinfectant, and at the time specifically said not for use on skin. Germol, I discovered, was made up of propylene glycol and urea. I realized very quickly that I didn't want to be rubbing this all over my patients' bodies. This led to more experimentation. I watched a few YouTube videos, ordered up some ingredients, and began trying to make my own lotion. And I failed miserably, no matter what I tried. Many of the videos that I had watched claimed that mixing oil with water would work as long as you included beeswax. This is not the case. After spending quite a bit of money and time failing to make usable lotion, I consulted a colleague that I had went to school with at OCOM. She makes herbal beauty products. She informed me that while wax will blend with the oil, it won't mix with the water, and the only way to get the mixture to stay together is with the use of an emulsifier. And we're usable. But it was just the beginning of my journey of experimentation, figuring out what exactly the ratios I needed of water, wax, and oil to make a lotion that was what I wanted. I experimented with dozens and dozens of different oils and butters, trying to find the perfect blend. There is no perfect blend, but I did discover my perfect blend. I'm going to save you a lot of money and a lot of time in this class by giving you some ballparks for those ratios so that you can make lotion that's usable right off the bat. And I'm also going to point you in the right direction should you want a lotion that's thicker or thinner, that absorbs faster or slower, so that you don't have to spend as much time experimenting. You simply follow the recipe and tweak it slightly one way or the other for your desired outcome. Next, I would like to talk about what lotion actually is. We've all used it and seen it. It's everywhere in grocery stores. However, most people don't take the time to actually think about what it's made of, what makes lotion a lotion. Lotion is an emulsion. An emulsion is a blend of oil and water, which we all know don't like to mix. If you've ever used vinaigrettes on a salad, you know that you have to shake them before dispensing to get the oil intermixed within the vinegar or the water. Because of this, emulsions require extra work. Something has to be used to force the oil and water to blend. These emulsions can then be adjusted or thickened with things like waxes or cetyl-stearyl alcohol. Stearic acid is sometimes used, and we'll get to those in a little bit. Wax by itself will not create an actual emulsion. Next, I would like to talk a little bit about the different types of emulsifiers, or the different substances that can be used to create an emulsion. Borax, being one I mentioned earlier, is a commonly used emulsifier, particularly in beauty products, and it makes a water-in-oil emulsion that feels more like a sunscreen product. Another commonly used emulsifier is lecithin, generally soy lecithin, but lecithin can be sourced from many plant products. Even though I mentioned it when I was talking about the disclaimer for this video, I would like to reiterate a few things about allergies and allergic reactions. While nut allergies are fairly commonplace, it is actually quite rare for someone with a nut allergy to have a reaction to contact with that substance on their skin. However, people with severe nut allergies can have a severe reaction due to skin contact with the allergen. It's simply not worth the risk to find out if their allergy is severe enough. Next, I would like to discuss the base oils that we can use when making lotion. Truthfully, any oil can make a lotion, and it's safe to use any oil that's a food-grade oil. Different base oils have molecules of different sizes. Thus, they absorb at different rates into the skin. The chemical makeup of different oils lend different properties to each oil. Next, I would like to talk about butters. Any butter that's of food grade can be used to make lotion. Butters are a combination of fats or oils and natural waxes that are generally solid at room temperature. Technically, you can make lotion without any butter being incorporated, as long as you have the right ratios of oils and waxes in your lotion. However, butters are a wonderful way to give a nice creamy texture or feel to a lotion. Next, I would like to talk about waxes. Lots of waxes can be used to make lotion. And in fact, if you're using a butter, you're using a variety of natural waxes anyway. Beeswax is one of the most commonly used. However, beeswax is simply a thickener in a lotion. It doesn't act as an emulsifier, so it cannot be used purely by itself. Now, if you're trying to make something like a lip balm, you could get away with using pure beeswax or just beeswax, but you're not going to be adding water to that product. Any lotion, which is a mixture of water and oil, has to use something besides just beeswax to make it an emulsion.